What's up guys, my name and summoner name is AlexJSimpson and welcome to a live League of Legends gameplay commentary that I'm bringing you today. This is a live ranked gameplay commentary, playing some Misfortune bot lane with Thresh as my support, Nasus as my jungler, Renekton as my top laner, and Heimerdinger as my mid laner. Now, it's kind of weird, I actually haven't seen Heimerdinger mid since his rework, so I actually have no idea what it's like. I've seen what the abilities do, and I've seen that his ultimate is kind of strange, like it affects one of his abilities that he decides to choose, so it's going to be interesting. Having him with the turrets that are freezing people along with my ultimate is going to be quite a lot of damage, so if I can coordinate that properly, it should be quite good. So we have both the brothers on our team, which is Nasus and Renekton. So that's kind of interesting. We've got Renekton top lane and Nasus in the jungle. So one of the things I can gather from this gameplay is that I'm going to have to position very well because my whole team are a bunch of divers. You know, oh, here we go. I'm trying to get some damage down. I don't want to get the one that's grabbed or caught or something. Looks like they know that we're here. I think some flashes were popped there. I'm not 100% sure. It looked like people were just walking around. Fresh was the last. Yeah. See, I was about to say. Everybody on our team is kind of a diving champion, other than Heimerdinger. So you got Thresh, who goes in, gets the lantern grab, and then tries to do as much CC as possible. But we need him to be protecting me in team fights. Both the brothers are dive crazy. You've got Nasus with his Wither, which is also his slow. You know, he can go in on the AD carry, do some massive damage. You've got Renekton, who's going to be slicing and dicing the enemy team as well. So I'm going to have to position properly. But, you know, Renekton with a bit of armor penetration, along with my ultimate, with me having some armor penetration, and then with some Nasus as well. That could be quite a lot of damage if played properly. So the team we're against Kayle support along with Ezreal AD carry. Kayle's going to be annoying support because she gets a lot of range when she uses her Righteous Fury, so she'll be able to hit me at range and get rid of my passive. I actually haven't leveled an ability here, so I could go W for a bit more auto attack damage, or I could use my Q to farm safely. I'm going to go with W. I tend to do that as my first move anyway, so I can farm quite easily. That was a pretty bad bit of CS there. Okay, so this is my first game of the day. I haven't really played today. I haven't been playing much ranked recently, not 100% sure why. For my runes, I'm using flat AD. I'm regretting that right now. I realised that maybe I should have used my lifesteal runes. A lot of people have different ways of playing the AD carry. Some people like to have like one crit chance mark. I never do that. I always forget to actually apply that to my AD page. Some people like to use lifesteal. When I play Ezreal, I use lifesteal because it's very useful to lifesteal using his Q along with Doran's. So yeah, that was unfortunate. So I got 6 CS and he's at 6 at the moment, so we're kind of tied. It looks like Thresh is struggling to do some harass. I don't know why he's harassing a minion there, not 100% sure what he's doing. Whatever. So we got Nasus, he's in the bottom bit of the jungle right now, so we might get a gank from him. That was terrible, that click there. So Nasus is telling us to go in. I'm going to put down a bit of hurt, try and get them to go in on me. I kind of wanted Thresh to do it, but Thresh was nowhere nearby. So I'm going to be able to get a bit of damage down onto both champions. I'm trying to line them up so I can get my Q down. Looks like they weren't lined up properly, so I couldn't do maximum damage. And wow, Ezreal hit me quite a few times there. So I needed to try and stay behind minions. I'm a bit worried about Nasus taking some of my CS here. Yep, knew he's going to do that. Okay, minion tax, fair enough. But I'm trying to focus on killing the big one. You can't pull Kayle. Yeah, this Thresh, I don't think he's even taking his lantern as his... Okay, that wasn't true. But look at this. Now I'm going to die. There's no way I can survive this now. Well, I can survive it, but only just. See, Thresh is picking his terrible moments to go in there. And Thresh probably is going to die here, unfortunately. Nasus can get the Q down. That's great. He gets the kill. I get the assist. I'm very happy with the assist there in that situation. Nasus played that really well. So they're doing quite a lot of damage. I want to get this as fast as possible, so I'm going to pick up a longsword. You might be thinking to yourself, oh, you could have dodged some abilities back there. Yeah, I wasn't playing to my best there. Thresh, though, went in on Ezreal, tried to get my Q down to double up, did some double up damage to Ezreal, but then, they went, the KO went on me very easily, so, yeah. So this is interesting. I haven't really gotten to speak about the enemy team comp. I've been trying to introduce my team. The enemy team comp is really interesting. They've got Nunu top lane with teleport, which could mean, we're going to get TP ganked. I actually need to inform my support that they have TP, because what Nunu could essentially do is he could teleport behind us and then do an ultimate in the brush while we're trying to run away or something like that, and that would be a really good idea. I rarely see Nunu top, but if I was playing Nunu top with teleport, that would be my end game. I mean, Nunu can push kind of, so I guess they could use him to split push later on. He's not the best at split pushing unless he manages to do a lot of damage with his auto attack. So he's got his Q, which is, you know, consumes a minion, keeps him healthy and stuff. But yeah, we just want to make sure that he doesn't push the lane too hard and then do a gank bot lane. He looks like he's pushing top quite hard at the moment. Renekton's in need of a gank from his brother Nasus, or Nasus. I always call him Nasus. I don't know why I said Nasus there. I think I was just showing the fact that I don't call him Nasus. And I walked into his Mystic Shot. That's nice. That's unfortunate. Got a few health pots now and a couple of mana pots. Miss Fortune's one of these champions where if you spam her abilities, you will run out of mana, but you will do a lot of damage. So I always find it's worth having a couple of mana pots on me. She's one of these champions that if Mana Moon was like more viable and made it so that your teammates didn't shout at you, she'd be one of these champions that could utilize it quite well. I'm just getting a bit of a ping spike. I'm not too sure why. Had no problems recently with this game and connection. Looks like Vi is sitting in our tribe rush. She's obviously just checking for a ward. There is a ward now. She's going to exit the premises. As for CS, I'm ahead of Ezreal by a little bit. I also have that assist, which gives me a bit of extra gold. I'm actually failing the last hits. I'm not getting close enough. I'm overestimating my range. I want to get that minion. I'll get rid of the cannon minion soon. Looks like I might be able to go. Oh, there we go. It did exactly what I wanted to do. The damage, the second shot bounced and hit Ezreal. It was either going to do that or it was going to try and CS for me. Looks like Thresh is trying to get a bit of damage down into Kayle. Doesn't really seem to be doing much. Kayle does have a fairly nice heal. It's nothing like the crazy powerful, but it does seem that Ezreal's got quite a lot of sustain. I think he's definitely got some runes. Not runes. Oh, shit. And there we go. He's definitely got some lifesteal runes. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to hit her. It's alright, she's low. I'm going to just be able to keep them at bay. Maybe try and farm under the tower. If Ezreal has got lifesteal runes, then he won't be able to last hit as well. It's one of the reasons I like having full AD runes on Miss Fortune, is it allows you to last hit very easily, and it allows you to do quite a lot of damage with your Q, especially when you double up. Miss Fortune is a champion that you don't have to buy boots on for quite some time. She can actually just play a full-on damage. What I tend to do is I tend to rush the Bloodthirster on her, then I actually skip boots, and I then tend to rush the not the Brutalizer. What's it called? Well, Brutalizer. Okay, into oh God, I'm trying to think and play. Talk and play. Jesus Christ, I can't think, let alone talk. Yeah, I like to melt their armor with that item that melts their armor. Right now, its name is completely eluding me. I want to type well played, and I'm going to miss a bit of CS for saying well played. Yeah, that Kayle, the problem with Kayle support is if you get a lot of damage onto her, you know, she's not going to be able to heal up with that heal. It's a good heal, it's not an amazing heal. And yeah, she obviously couldn't really stand the pressure that she was getting from Thresh. Oh God, fucking up my CS so hard today. Right, so I'm going to do quite a lot of damage to this tower. I don't want to take it straight away. I just want to get it low so that we can push the objectives. Maybe take a dragon at some point soon. That would be quite nice. Doing quite a lot of damage here. Looks like Kayle's coming back to the fight. As you can see, she's got boots, which is interesting. She's obviously looking to try and avoid Thresh or something like that. You know, she's obviously recognizing Thresh as a bit of a threat right now. So she's got boots, so she can probably avoid the grab. So she's not got her gold per second items ready yet. So that's gonna be interesting. She's actually gonna be down in gold for that. I think she meant to land her slow onto me then. And she did a bit of damage to me. Oh dear, we got Vi ganking. Interesting gank, considering Ezreal is not present. Anyway, Thresh has got his first gold per item. He's also got a pink ward, so I think taking the bottom lane turret and maybe going for dragon is going to be the best bet at this point. I'm trying to be careful. It looks like Thresh is... I was about to say he's going back. He's not. It looked like in the corner of my eye that he was recoiling in the bush. It was actually his lantern. It's like kind of glowing in blue. So yeah, as you can see, my mana management right now isn't too bad. It's because I actually had 2 mana pots, but without those mana pots, you know, Miss Fortune runs out of mana very quickly. If you're forced to kind of farm at range in Miss Fortune, you're going to become out of mana, and then if you're low on the tower, the enemy team can easily jump you. She's one of these champions that has quite a higher risk sometimes, you know, depending on how badly you're doing in lane. The thing is, if she gets ahead, she gets ahead. Like, my next item I'm going to be buying, regardless of, you know, what I can afford, I'm going to be going for the BS sword. I can actually quite nicely afford it. Don't know why Thresh grabbed a minion there. I don't think he was paying attention to what was going on exactly there. Maybe he's lagging or something. It would explain some of his earlier actions, maybe. Trying to land the double up onto Ezreal. Doesn't seem like I'm able to do it right now. I'm quite low on mana, so I don't want to do anything too crazy. Kayle will have her invincibility ultimate, and it looks like they're trying to go aggressive onto me. I'm not worried, to be honest. I've got some health pots. The thing is, I haven't got a ton of mana right now, so I want to try and regen as much as I can. Tell you what, I'm really looking forward to Season 4 Masteries. I had a brief glance over the page, but on the offensive tree, there's something like you get like a little bit of health and a little bit of mana every time you kill a minion. Yeah, it seems that people are going to be stuck in lanes for a lot longer in the new season. And unfortunately, right, as soon as he tries to go away... Oh. Basically, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for him to flash so I could pick up Ezreal to double kill using my ultimate. But Ezreal just stuck around and died too quickly there. I was basically, yeah, I saw that I didn't have enough mana for anything except for an ultimate. So yeah, I didn't even have to use it, which is nice. Anyway, we're doing so well bot lane that it looks like we're going to be able to take this tower and take the dragon very easily. I mean, Thresh can go back. It looks like Nasus has realised that I want to do it. So let's do it. I haven't got a... he said it's warded. It probably isn't, to be honest. It doesn't seem that Kayle has been able to afford wards, which is going to be nice. So I've got a lot of gold in the bank. I mean, after this dragon... Oh, wow, even beforehand, I can actually full-on buy the Bloodthirster. Oh, yeah, of course, I've got the longsword. I completely forgot about that. So I've actually not been back for one. I've got 3 kills. Good job, well played. So we got the dragon advantage, we got the bottom turret advantage. I'm actually 3-0 up. I've actually not been playing my best, I've been pointing out my mistakes. There we go, Black Cleaver, that's the item I was trying to say before. But yeah, that's my next item. So I'm going to pick up the longsword, and I can actually afford boots soon, but I'm not going to get boots. You might be thinking, what the fuck? I'd actually prefer some mana pots. It's very important because I spam my skills with Misfortune a lot. I also plan on taking bits of the jungle, and that's what I kind of do. If I take the bottom tower, I'm wanting to get some sustain for health and for mana, so I can take the jungle nice and easily. Misfortune can take the jungle quite quickly, especially using her W and her Q. Like, I can double up these big golems. Like, if I hit this twice, I can double up. The max damage goes towards the big golem, and then I can activate my W for the attack speed boost, and there we go. However, this does get rid of my passive, which means I'm now actually going to be late to mid lane. I'm on my way. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get there in time. It looks like the shield from Thresh is going to be able to... Oh, wow, it managed to shield a bit of damage. Looks like Thresh is going to be able to get the kill onto Lux. I'm now running at full speed. My ultimate isn't up yet, though. Can you imagine if I was mid and my ultimate was up? That could have been a much different story. I plan on doing some damage to the enemy mid tower, considering my mid lane is not here. Might as well put down a bit of pressure. They've only got Kayle there. Kayle's not going to be able to re-stop me. In fact, I could probably do quite a lot of damage to Kayle. She can also do a little bit of damage to me, so I'm going to give her a Q to shut her the fuck up. Also, she... one of the good things about Misfortune is, I didn't mention it before, but just in case you didn't know, her W can actually reduce people's healing effect if you shoot them while it's active. And the same with with her Q, double up. You know, if I activate my W, then my Q, and hit somebody with it, basically that will reduce their healing. So I can kind of stop Kayle's healing, so it's pretty nice. I was kind of hoping that in Champion Select that Nunu would be the support, because Nunu's interesting. If Nunu takes a lot of damage, he can just go and Q one minion, which denies the AD carry 1 CS, but he can get a lot of his health back. However, I could just use my W to hit him, and he'd only get half of his health back and waste his Q on cooldown. So yeah, anyway, Kayle is another support that is good for that. So yeah, if the enemy has a support that has a lot of healing effects, Misfortune's just perfect, because she just completely denies that healing. My Ezreal seems to be missing from bot lane. I know there's going to be some action going on in the mid lane soon. Right now, though, I'm just focusing on staying ahead, getting some farm, getting these minions, farming up my Bloodthirster, which is 20 stacks. That's pretty nice. I'm actually going to go towards the blue buff now. I might even be given the blue buff by a teammate. That would be quite nice. Looks like Vi doesn't want that to be the case for us, though. Trying to knock her back so she can't even smite, trying to get her low enough. I can probably pick up a kill or two using my ultimate. Here we go. This is where it gets interesting. Right, and now I'm going to be able to put down some damage. I kind of fucked up my ultimate there. I was hoping that he would get a pull and pull somebody into it. I don't know why I kind of relied on that. But whatever, we actually managed to get the kill, and they did get the blue buff, unfortunately. But yeah, I managed to pick up a kill into Kayle, who's still worth gold. Why is she worth gold? She Looks like she's not going to be worth as much gold from now on. However, this play has allowed us to get the tower. So as soon as my W is up, which is now, I'm going to be able to do quite a lot of damage. As you can see, as I'm building full-on damage and not really needing much movement speed thanks to my passive, when I'm not getting hit, like when I'm taking the tower or something, I can do a lot of damage. I need to now be a little bit more careful. You know, I didn't get the blue buff, unfortunately. I'm just going to keep using mana pots to just do as much damage as we can. Doing quite well at this point. I think we need to back off, though. It looks like my team hasn't got the memo about backing off, though. Doesn't seem to be on their list of priorities. Managed to just pick up the kill onto Lux, then. Unfortunately... Oh, she flashed, and my Q only just came up. I'm going to walk out of this situation. You know, an AD carry whose passive is up, wasn't up actually for most because I did get attacked. You know, they couldn't really do much to me. I'm kind of an unstoppable force. If they focus me, the rest of my team was going to be able to do quite a lot there. In fact, I'm actually going to stay. Some people might think this is a really bad idea. I know I can see Kale. I can see Kale. God, I can see Kale sounds like I'm saying Z Kyle, which is definitely not the impression I'm trying to give. There we go. So my passive is down because of Ezreal's ultimate. But whatever. Can you report Nunu, please? I mean, this is a gold 5 game. I think I mentioned it at the start. They're saying, can we report Nunu? Nunu's doing fine. They just don't like this unconventional top pick. Nunu's doing fine, so I'm definitely not going to be reporting. Okay. Can't quite afford this. Might as well pick up my boots. Sell the health pot. Pick up mana pots. Now, one thing I do find quite interesting about Miss Fortune is the fact that in her consumables does not recommend any mana, and she look at her mana cost. You've got 90 for her double up, 50 for impure shots, 80 for make it rain, and 100 for her ultimate. You know, these are kind of high, especially considering she doesn't have a ton of mana. Anyway, they report me because Nunu is useless. Wow. Well, to be honest, Nunu hasn't used his teleport once. See, like I was saying earlier, I'm kind of worried about the Nunu teleport gank. Didn't happen. Didn't have to be scared of it. But I thought I might as well mention it. It's always worth checking the enemy top laner's summoner spells. Same with the mid laner, because if they have a mid laner that has teleport and you're not prepared for it, like you haven't read the list, it sounds like something like so simple, like make sure that the enemy team don't have teleport. It sounds like a really, really simple thing to say, but it's definitely worth doing. Looks like Renekton's doing quite well. I mean, he hasn't got a kill right now, but he's out farming Nunu by quite a lot. The enemy top tower is very low. It looks like Nunu might be able to make a play. Looks like Vi's trying to go on to Heimerdinger. I'm actually just going to melt health before she can do enough damage to kill Heimerdinger, and Heimerdinger is going to survive barely on any health. You might be thinking to yourself, Alex, why did you use your ultimate there? You probably could have killed her with auto attacks. I wanted to make sure that Heimerdinger lived. I knew that the Ezreal ultimate was going to be coming at some point. Thankfully, it hasn't done enough damage to Heimerdinger, and Heimerdinger is able to kind of like all chat, like wink at them in a way, just to say hi. Trying to figure out what to say there. Also, that play got me the blue buff, which is really nice because blue equals lots of usage of summoner spells. Also, I have my ultimate off of cooldown. Now, it looks like Nasus might be able to do quite a lot of damage to Lux. Trying to avoid her bind. It looks like I'm not going to have to use any of my other abilities. Got quite a nice kill there. We must have quite a lot of AD damage on our team. In fact, Renekton's doing something I haven't seen a Renekton do for a while, which is rush Ravenous Hydra. I normally see Renektons do the whole Dyrus route of playing Renekton, the same way I play actually, where you just kind of, you go for tankiness and health and you rush the Sunfire Cape, especially against an AD top. I suppose Renekton wasn't against an AD top and decided to do something else. So, I was saying a few seconds ago, Renekton's technically ahead, but he didn't have any kills. Renekton just picked up 3 kills. So, Renekton's doing really well. So, as you can see, by the kills, by the towers, by the CS, our team is massively ahead. We've been playing better as a team. We also had quite a lot of good plays. Right now, we're able to pressure the inhibitor turrets by quite a lot. Looks like Kayle might even go down at this point. She's going to use her ultimate to stay healthy. Unfortunately, she flashed off way before I wanted her to. And looks like Heimerdinger is dead. Oh, wow, okay, Heimerdinger isn't dead. Heimerdinger probably should be dead. I'm a little bit worried about Ezreal trying to follow. And now, if I get binded, I die here. Oh, there we go. She managed to miss. So there we go. I'm just going to back off from this situation. Heimerdinger played that really well, but obviously Vi chased her over the wall. Oh, shit. The dragon. They're probably going to try dragon. The thing is, they have got some minions to deal with. Now, I'm low here, but due to the fact that I rushed a Bloodthirster and they actually have no vision on this area, I might be able to get some of my health back from attacking the dragon. Got to watch out for Lux, because Lux is one of these champions that can obviously burst objectives like the dragon, like non-tower objectives. She can burst them, and then she might be able to catch me and kill me. But luckily, I got quite a lot of health back from that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get all this CS. This worked out really well. Looks like top lane's got a little bit of a fight going at the moment. I haven't really seen Ezreal CSing, which is a good thing for our team, obviously. He hasn't really been bot lane. It seems that he's been like pushing it and then kind of retreating. Ezreal's kind of fucked for the rest of the game at this point. He's got 90 CS, which is 60 behind me, pretty much, at the moment. So, yeah. Oh, look, the support is apparently taking farm. So, Kale's going around CSing. Kale, you know, no kills, 4 deaths, 20 CS, you know. She's kind of holding Ezreal back. She might be even CSing under that tower. To be honest, those towers have been killed. So Ezreal's kind of stuck. His lane is completely pushed most of the time. The towers aren't there. He hasn't got the protection of the towers. Our team are all up in their jungle. We actually haven't really been warding their jungle much, but we could ward their jungle and probably do quite a lot of plays. I'm actually going to go back at this point. I've just realised that I have quite a lot of gold sitting in my pocket. They know I'm going back, so I'd rather these minions didn't attack me. And it looks like Lux is going for the thing on me. I was kind of hoping that Heimerdinger would fight the minions where the enemy team wouldn't be able to see me, but whatever. Looks like Heimerdinger's trying to give me that bit of CS. Oh, and it looks like I'm going to be able to just easily pick that kill up. Fortunately, I didn't get the kill. Thresh did. But whatever, not to worry. Looks like we might be able to take a tower out of this situation. I've been saving my ultimate. I'd really like to fight as a team. Renekton's doing a lot of AD damage. There's that Sunfire cape I was talking about. That was very predictable that Lux was going to do that then. Unfortunately, we didn't get the grab on her. If we did get the grab, that would be really interesting. I'd be able to melt her using my ultimate. Renekton's here! Right, ultimate. So, unfortunately, I haven't actually picked up the Black Cleaver part of the ultimate. So, when I do that, Renekton will be able to go in there, slice and dice, reduce the enemy's armor even further, and we'll be able to just completely wipe them out. It's one of the things I like about Miss Fortune. If you play her in an old AD comp, her ultimate can just get those 4 stacks of Black Cleaver on very quickly and do a lot of damage. She's one of these AD carries that really kind of helps the idea of a full AD team. There we go. I kind of wasted that. I wasn't too sure if Kale had her ultimate up because she died before, so maybe she didn't have it in that situation. So I'm trying to CS, not CS, I'm trying to get my health back from these minions. Remember that double up actually does on-hit effect, so I can actually get lifesteal from my double up, which is what I'm attempting to do here. I'm trying to stay back, trying to keep getting mana. My ultimate isn't up for 75 seconds. Unfortunately, none of us were really close enough to Lux at that point. It looks like Nasus just wants to take the turret. He wants to, well, he's doing a lot of damage to turrets. He's got 200 and, I think it was 31 stacks I just saw, yeah, on his Q. So Nasus is doing a hella damage right now, like a lot of damage. So Nasus is just trying to take the objective like he is. I was planning on going back there. You know, I'd like to buy, but that's the solo queue mistake. Right now we can just win the game. I'm sat on 3,000 gold, so, you know. I was actually thinking this was going to be a really difficult match for us. I honestly didn't expect it to go this way, where we'd be winning so early on in the game. I mean, we just took out a Nexus tower at 23 minutes, which is pretty good. This team seems to know how to utilize objectives. It does look like a lot of our team wants to go back. It's funny how they don't seem to be focusing me at all. I'm a pretty big threat at this point. Fresh just went back. I kind of would like to go back myself at some point. Do as much damage to this as possible. I'm getting ready for that Lux bind. I did not honestly see that happening. Vi using her ultimate on non-desirable targets. My ultimate's not up right now. As you can see, they're trying to do a lot of damage to me and stuff. There we go. Trying to line them up. Fucking die! So close. So close. Trying to line up Ezreal and Lux there. Probably didn't do it at the optimal time. Looks like Vi is going to go down very easily. Oh, wow. She's actually worth more gold than I expected. Looks like we're actually just going to be able to win the game here, to be honest. Considering that they're not going to really be able to spawn on us, I'm just going to stand here tanking Vi. I don't really care. I mean, she can do a bit of damage to me. And looks like Nunu's here. He's already used his ultimate, so I'm not afraid in that sense. Oh, okay, hang on. I'd like to get out of here now. I mean, like I said, we probably could have just stood there and won the game. But it looks like Nasus and Renekton have gone back, so that's what I'm going to do. So we've got the enemy team's Nexus really low. I know you're thinking, Alex, why don't you just go in there and X-Peke? I don't think I'd even be able to do that, to be honest. 4,000 gold. I like to look at how many items I bought at the end of the game, so I'm happy to go back now. So now I can shred their damage. In fact, I can actually pick up a Phantom Dance and start doing some crit. And I made the stupid mistake of not picking my boots up, so I have a bit of movement speed from the Phantom Dancer. I get my strut passive, so I'm still moving very quickly, you know, 436 move speed. That's more than Nasa's has, and Nasa's has his mobility boots up. So, oh, it's not more. Sorry, it's close. Sorry, his movement speed was going up as I was speaking then. So yeah, pretty good movement speed on Miss Fortune. I really like her for those kind of reasons. It's like Nasa's getting CC'd a lot. I was just watching his movement speed go down by quite a lot there. Now we're just being stupid, and this is just solo queue fun right now. We know we've won the game. We really should just group and win. I'd kind of like to win now. I'd kind of like to probably go and get some dinner. I'm kind of hungry. And I'm 7-0. I'd like to not have a single death in this game. If we do this fight now, I could probably keep having no deaths. The thing is, I know that Vi is just going to go on me. In fact, she's not. Their Vi is just completely ignoring me. Right, well, let's get a penta. Let's just get a penta. Oh, let's not, because the rest of their team is running away. Whatever. I'll end that. 9-0. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That's how I play Miss Fortune. AD carry, you just rush a lot of damage. You want to make sure you're melting their armor, especially when you're in an AD team comp, and you'll just want to make sure you avoid those skill shots early so you can keep your strut up and you can keep exchanging with the enemy AD carry. And that's my basic build. I'd probably go like Infinity Edge after that or something like that, and maybe a defensive item. Not too sure what defensive item I'd have gotten against them. And yeah, here's the last little tip I'll give you. Miss Fortune, because of her strut passive, she's actually one of the champions where I sometimes sell boots and then get that tenacity AD carry item, the one that gives you attack speed and tenacity and movement speed. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head right now, but that is the other item I tend to get when I build Miss Fortune AD carry. Anyway, guys, thought I'd explain that to you. My runes and masteries will be in the description below. I think I spoke about them in the video, but they'll still be in the description. And subscribe for more League of Legends content, and thanks for watching.